Welcome back, everyone. My name is Eltimar, and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we were about to head into a council meeting, because we did do the Lexicon of Paradox, and I'm sure that the council is going to want to know a little bit what's going on with it. They're not the most trustworthy of people, and we are giant compared to them right now, still. Taking the lexicon from you, the members of the council begin to read. Judging from their expressions and exclamations, they are astounded. Finally, after studying the document carefully, they return it to you. This changes everything. Incredible. It appears we can finally decide what to do about the world wound. Very, very interesting. Just think of the possibilities. We suspected there might be a version of reality in which this book would be here, and this would be written in it, but the discovery that we are actually in this reality is a pleasant surprise. Eltimar, what an amazing discovery. You really are our lucky charm. Thanks to you, we finally found a solution. I have an idea. We have a general understanding of how the world wound was opened. What if we don't close it, but open new rifts instead, to hell, to heaven, to each of the planes? Shaika laughs for so long that their voice changes at least a dozen times. When they are finally done laughing, the eldest wipes away their tears. Brilliant. We like the way you think. That moment alone was worth all the endless debates we had to listen to here. A wormhole that connects the material plane, not only with the abyss, but also with hell, heaven, Elysium, the first world, and Axis? Oh! Lichino's mustache twitches furiously. I know who will like this very much, and who will not like it at all. If I play it right, this is my chance to become an infernal duke. Yes, mortal, I'm in. Genius, here it is, my chance to gather the representatives of all the planes and sit them at the negotiating table. I will finally be able to organize a universal debate. They'll put an end to strife and help us find the truth. The Hippogriff's eyes are sparkling. He obviously likes your idea too. I don't know what you're talking about, but I am in. Does everyone agree with my plan? Let's vote. All those in favor? Eritris looks over the gestures of assent with pleasure and concludes, passed unanimously. Does anyone have any idea how to turn the world wound into a crossroad of worlds? It's hard to say at present. We need to study the information from the Lexicon of Paradox carefully. I think we have all the clues we need. We just need to understand them. This is only part of the book, isn't it? Arilu wrote extensively and took copious notes. Try to find some more of what she's written. Good point. And while you're looking, we will conduct our own research. I think our meeting can be adjourned. Get to work. My dear Eltimar, with all due respect, I don't recall appointing you chairperson. Alright, meeting adjourned. Get to work. Alright, let's go see if we can talk to anyone here. There might be some trickery to do. Nope, I have to go. How about you? Nothing. Alright, nothing yet. Just gonna quickly do a once around of everyone just to make sure, and we are closer to a level again. There's Shaika. Shaika is one of the most interesting entities in all of the Pathfinder mythos. Alright, so now we have to go talk to the Elven Storyteller, I believe. And then we can head out again to do some more quests. I'm trying to think if we missed anything at any point in time. Anyways, we got 30-something hundred experience for that. Let's go to the streets. We also need to go to the prison and deal with Soziel's quest, of course. That's a thing we need to do. You ever have that feeling where the top of your mouth is really itchy?
Watch out for trouble.
It's very annoying. I'm like licking the top of my mouth to try and make it stop itching. Must be all the drugs I've taken. All the 0 drugs.
Keep your calm.
I know the storyteller's back there, but we need to bulk sell some stuff, and also probably sell some stuff. Like that rapier we're never going to use. It's been pointed out that saving things that we're never going to use is kind of pointless, and that is actually fairly accurate. I should probably go through everything that we own, sell everything, so that we can buy better equipment for our main group. And even our secondary group, I guess. But we'll deal with that in a minute. I'll deal with that between videos. There's no point in doing it this very second. Let's talk to the storyteller. I found a page that might interest you, and another one. The storyteller clenches the pages you brought. His voice becomes a bit younger and more energetic. It's been 2 years since I started to serve the darkness. She found me in the ivory labyrinth. Her gaze pierced through all my protective spells, as if they'd been cast by an untrained apprentice rather than the last archmage of Kionan. She is powerful and insidious. She is the perfect assassin. Her name is Nocticula. She invited me to Lushanira, the city of demons in the depths of the abyss, the capital of the Midnight Isles. The Lady in Shadow highly values my ability to remain unnoticed. Kneeling before her throne, I listened to her praise and felt like a child being given a pat on the head for doing some simple chore for the first time. But this is no longer important. Now I serve a demon lord, for this is our agreement. She will help me decrypt the scribbles I copied in the ivory labyrinth. In return, I will serve as her court mage and spy for the next 17 years. Now Lushanira is my home, and Nocticula is my lady in shadow. Tell me about that. Of all the places in the abyss, Lushanira is the most civilized. My lady wanted to make her capital the face of the abyss, a place travelers from other planes can visit without too much fear. I don't care, I'm here only to complete my service, get the promised reward, and return to Golarion. However, strange as it may be, Lushanira's demons treat me honorably. They hate me, sometimes growl at me, but they never attack. I prepared many spells and I am ready to use them at any moment, but I've had no reason to yet. I have my own tower in the upper city, not far from my lady's palace. I've strengthened it with protective spells and set golems to guard it. I created a portal to Golarion at the top of the tower, one which only I can use. This will be my escape route if I need to flee urgently. I expect an attack every day, but it never happens. This might sound ridiculous and surprising, but I think the demons of Lushanira respect me. You, trusted a demon lord? My lady in shadow has no reason to hide the truth from me. She does not care about my research. She offered me help out of curiosity. I am something of a bizarre pet to her, both funny and useful. The storyteller shakes his head. She offered me help, and I agreed. I must thank my lady for her generosity. 17 years of service for translating 17 phrases from Baphomet's Labyrinth. A bargain. Continue. The storyteller stays silent for a short while, as if listening to something. I can't smell anything but sewage. I can hear some of the demon's snores or death rattles. Hidden by a cocoon of spells, I keep invisible watch in a dirty alley in Lushanira's lower city. 2 winged shadows sweep past overhead, and a terrible stone-splitting shriek rolls like a tide through the streets, but it can't hurt me. I know the ways of the city, and I protected myself from Valexia's wild antics. My voluntary partner, a young half-elf named Kinney, sighs loudly and says yet again, "They're not coming." I shrug, just as I have done every time before. "I'm not keeping you." Kinney frowns and turns away in response. I sneak a look at my friend. His unruly locks fall over his face. Kinney carelessly sweeps them out of his eyes, thinking about something. I find myself enjoying his gentle movements and I look away embarrassed. Have a little more patience, my friend. Soon our goal will be here. I'm sure of it. You mentioned Valexia. Tell me about her. The storyteller answers with reluctant admiration. The maddest succubus of all those born in the abyss. Even my lady in shadow can't but smile upon hearing of the latest mayhem she stirred up just for fun. Surrounded by her 3 succubi friends, known as the Sinners, she flies naked over the city, crushing buildings with her raging screams, grabbing poor passers-by, taking them up into the air and dashing them down on the rocks, getting into raging fights with no rhyme or reason. Truly, Valexia is the bane of Lushanira, but also its wild heart. I didn't expect to find out you had a partner. The storyteller's face lights up, and a timid smile appears on his lips. I didn't expect it either. Kinney is from Golarion, just as I am. He's a thief and former slave. He escaped from the Cyclopes of the Dying Empire. I met him before I left Golarion for the Abyss in my old tower, a thief who sought not my life, but shelter, a place to spend the night and protection from his former masters. My charms worked. Kinney couldn't get past the ground floor of the tower. That's where I found him, sitting on the floor, entangled in my trap's living vines. I freed the hapless thief. I wasn't angry at his intrusion. I was even glad to talk with this restless youth of the short-lived folk. I had no idea how much I missed companionship. After that, Kinney often spent the night in my tower, partaking in my hospitality. Together we lived through the terror of Earthfall, and when the time came, I took him with me to the Abyss. Recently, he has even helped me carry out some of the lady's tasks, those that give him the opportunity to make money. Does your partner know about your goal to save Golarion? Oh yes, we've discussed my plan many times, sitting at the top of my tower, nursing goblets of warmed wine. Kinney shares my love for our dear Golarion and supports my desire to save its doomed civilizations. The storyteller smiles warmly at the rush of memories. My friend is not like me at all. He is young, hot-tempered, and mischievous. He prefers to act first and deal with the consequences later. Perhaps this is why we get along so well. Opposites attract. Continue. Finally, my patience is rewarded. I see a slouching demon in rags, so pathetic that even the demon guards of Lushanira would not lay a hand on him out of disgust. But my spell-enhanced vision can't be fooled. I see the incubus Zephyrian, the ruler of Elutionera, who answers only to the Lady in Shadow herself. Passing a step away from me, Zephorian stumbles and falls into a puddle of sewage, arousing disdainful chuckles from a few of the witnesses. But I won't be fooled by this game. Instead I concentrate, becoming even more focused. My lord, I've discovered this crystal of unknown power on one of the Midnight Isles. Have a look. A hand holding a heart-sized crystal burning with purple flame emerges from under the rags. The incubus's hand is shaking, the skin on his palm slightly smoldering from touching the crystal. The demon's reflection in the puddle of sewage ripples and changes. I don't hear Zephorian talking to his mysterious lord. The incubus hides the purple crystal back under his rags. As you wish, my lord. No, Nocticula knows nothing about these crystals. I am sure. Of course, Lord Sakabanoth. I wince. I have no desire to stand in the way of a demon lord. I turn around. You see, Kenny? We were able to get evidence of Zephorian's treason. I was right. My friend is nowhere to be seen. This is a silly question to have to ask because we know who Sakabanoth is. Might be a little bit of a continuity error here, but that's okay. Who is Sakabanoth? The storyteller cringes, a disgusting demon lord, champion of meanness, debauchery, perversions, and breaker of taboos. He is Nocticula's brother and former lover. Out of jealousy, he tried in vain to kill my lady, but he remained alive after the attempt. He is driven by fear, shame, and hatred towards his powerful sister. Go on. I'm standing at the top of my tower. There's a goblet of warmed wine in my hand. Nocticula was pleased with my raid. Oh no, she won't kill Zephorian on the spot. My lady's punishments are much more sophisticated. Banishing, demotion, even transformation into the pathetic creature the incubus was masquerading as. Nocticula has a lot of choices. I don't care, I've done my part. I sip from my goblet and turn to my friend. Without saying a word, Kinney takes a rag from under his shirt and shows me the purple crystal wrapped in it. I chuckle. That's where my friend went at the end of the raid. Well, we're going to keep the crystal. I will study its properties in detail and find out if it will help us achieve our goal. Nocticula doesn't have to know that I have the crystal now. Let her look to Zephorian or her demon lord brother for it. I drink from the goblet again and look down. Elutionera lies at the bottom of the tower, like a faithful dog at the feet of its master. I earned respect here. Even the Lady in Shadow heeds my words. I feel a treacherous smile appear on my lips. Of course, when 17 years have passed, I will return to Golarion, but for now, I like my life here. The storyteller is quiet for a long while, thinking about what he saw, then runs his hand over his face, tired. I served a demon lord, and what's more, I liked it. I did not expect this from myself. I was completely different. Different thoughts, desires, motives. What made me change so much? I do not know. The storyteller shakes his head ruefully. Well, we don't have any more stuff, apparently. And we can't repair any of our things. So that is that. All done, finally. Let's go to the prison. We might as well do that while we're here. And deal with, That's not the prison. Where's the prison? No, that's definitely the prison, right? It's around here somewhere anyways. That's where Camellia was. That's a house. Oh, the prison's on the other street, right? Okay. I knew it was around here somewhere, I just misplaced it, I guess. Why is there loot in the streets? What did we leave behind? Oh, it's chests. What do we got? Glass. That's not particularly interesting. They're rehearsing. Into the prison we go. And let's go talk to the imposter. You've never seen Soziel like this. The usually calm, friendly cleric of the goddess of beauty is furious. He is shaking the imposter, holding him by the collar with both hands. Who are you? What do you know about my brother? Speak, speak, you scum. A brother, huh? The imposter cringes. Yeah, you do look like him. Come on, holy man, give me a dozen lashes. The blood drains from Soziel's face. His fingers unclench and he recoils away from the bars. Soziel, what's wrong with you? The priest shakes his head. It's like a bad dream or an evil fade joke. Please help me make sense of this before I lose my mind. Who are you really? My name's Graham. Abadar knows my last name. He's got it all written down, but it's above our rank to know our lineage. The man's lips curl in disdain. How are you connected to the Hell Knights? What's my connection? I served them. Well, I used to. I was a soldier in the Order of the Nail. Exterpreters chapter, damn them all. Then I ran away from them. I wasn't cut out to serve like that. I wasn't a knight. Not even a squire, just infantry. I got sick of having my back whipped, so I had an idea. I hid the armor at night, and when I got the chance, I just ran. Tell me about the Exterpretors chapter. What's there to talk about? They're scum, just like the rest of the black-clad brutes. What was our captain thinking when he got us hired by them? Maybe he hoped they'd knight him, or maybe he just wanted money. They have deep pockets. The Order of the Nail Exterpretors chapter, they mostly hunt monsters, you know, dragons, other beasts, study them, stuff them. They didn't tell me what they were doing in the World Wound. Maybe they decided to hunt some distorted beasts who grew tentacles and horns because of the demonic scourge. They, you know, turn into freaks. They do pay well, but they make you work for every coin. If you do anything they don't like, they beat you with a stick or a whip. They don't pity people at all, even their own. Not to mention us. In the year I served them, the unit shrank by half, so I ran away. I wanted to live too much. How do you know the name Trevor Vanek? I was his valet for a year, polished his black armor, tightened his straps. I was a drudge all in all. He's evil, that Trevor, a devil of a man. He had been punished so many times. A whip for every slip, is what he'd say. A whip for every slip. You're lying scum, I'll show you. Yeah, you're his brother, alright. He even used to bare his teeth like you do, you scum, he'd say. Oh, your ears don't work? Let's see if your back is the message. That's not true. Biting his lips, Soziel takes a step back. It can't be. Where were you going when Anevia caught you? Wouldn't you like to know? Thought I'd go to Mendev, sell the armor, use the money to keep going. Didn't matter where. Maybe to the River Kingdoms, maybe to Varisia, I don't care. Just as long as it's away from demons and demon fighters. Where is Trevor now? With the other Knights of the Pike, I hope they whipped him good for losing his armor. What, cleric, you haven't seen your brother for a long time? Give me the map. I'll show you where their camp was when I escaped. They probably haven't gone far. Soziel turns to you, his teeth are clenched, his hands shaking. I don't want to believe that Trevor became a Hell Knight. Please, we need to go there and find out for ourselves. Well, let's go, we'll leave him here. Alright. That takes care of another thing. What main quests do we have left, other than the Ivory Labyrinth, of course? And Blackwater. Right. Blackwater. I want to get level 13 before we go to Blackwater, because I'm hoping to get some lightning spells. Alrighty. Let's see where we can go. How much experience do we actually need for a level? We need about 9,000, give or take. That's quite a bit. Alright. We should talk to Finian. We're not going to read it all out. Finian's quest is okay. Actually, maybe we will. Hail to the adventurers. You know, I never regretted following you. Everyone seems to revolve around you, like beavers in a mill wheel. I'll have to write a lot in my reports to the Pathfinder Society, although thinking about it, it's been a while since I last sent them any reports. We got ambushed by cultists who spoke of a bladesmith. I suspect you might know them. Finian's tone is grim, all too well. He was the one who tortured me. I don't know what specimens they wanted from you. Maybe they thought I'd stolen something from them. Wait, I just remembered something. That bladesmith's workshop was right outside Eyes, right by the walls. If Gorham is willing, and we are ever in those parts, I'll beat the hell out of that scumbag for all he did to me. His voice turns hopeful. Alright, I'm just gonna go through all of this. We're not gonna read this all. There we go. I think Finian's actually a slightly more powerful weapon now, if I'm not mistaken. Let's quickly take a look at his scythe version. Just because we're here and we can do that easily. Yeah, he's now the Brilliant Energy Heartseeker +3 weapon. When it can tear the soul of a living enemy, whenever it lands a hit, it deals an additional 1d6 force damage. We're actually not going to give that to our main character. He's got decent enough weapons as it is. You know who could really benefit from this? Is Sila. Well, Radiance is a decent +2 weapon at the moment. It's not, and it will become much better later. It's not that great currently. But Finian, on the other hand, this glowing Heartseeker weapon is quite good. And will help her out a little bit. Also looks really cool. So there we go. So that's a Finian thing. We've dealt with that now. We don't have anything to do with these yet. Middle game. We need more stats for our camp stuff. Finian's Awakening, that's later on. That's not important right now. Oh, we need to finish the best moonshine in the... We need to fix the moonshiner thing? I don't even remember seeing that. We could head back that way and take a quick look, I guess. Find a replacement for the broken device. I mean, I guess we could do that. It's a bit of a distance, though, to the makeshift or not the to a Rilu's laboratory. Is there anything else around there we could even go to, or is it just going to be a long walk for no reason? I guess we can go to the Ivory Sanctum. Have we rested since we got back? Technically, no. I guess we could. Alright. And then we'll head down to Rilu's laboratory. I think we need to find a new still, which is annoying. Don't actually know where to get one, but we're going to go do the Ivory Sanctum next anyways. So we're going to head down that direction regardless. Quick rest, and then we'll be good to go. I just want to get level 13, but that's not going to happen in this video, unfortunately. I don't think there's really any way to get 9,000 experience easily at the moment. We'll get there, though. It'll happen. Alright, let's leave. Nightmare had 2 constitution damage restored, hooray. It came back to life probably as well.
Focus on the goal.
And we're off. Let's go. To the fortress gates. Main group. Maybe there isn't an easy way. I just realized that these two places are not... I guess we can go around this way, maybe? It's possible that these sides group up and then we can just go there. Okay. 1 day, 16 hours. Oh, we should check if there's anything here to do. Yeah, another stupid advice. Some snob who thinks they're entitled to advise the Crusade leaders are patiently waiting in Dresden for another far-fetched idea. Lager beer elemental creation. We can make lager elementals. What else can we do? Well, let's do the fate of the phylactery, but we're already doing a decree for that, which is the impulse. Fine, make the beer elementals, I don't care. What else can we do? That's it for now. Okay. And off we go. We're gonna have to go back down into the laboratory, I guess. Do I just keep going? I will save, just in case we die. But we'll just keep walking. Just keep going. We'll rest when we get there. As long as we don't run into any enemies, we'll be fine. Okay. Let's rest here really quickly.
A hedgehog has spikes to protect its soft underbelly. What about you? Come on. You...
So we need another still. Where would we find one of those? It said that we're looking... She might have a spare, is what it said. So, in theory, there could be one in here, I guess. Let's take a look outside first.
I sense
There's a corpse that we missed, apparently, so that's something. In we go. An old cauldron, the smell of alcohol still lingering, smashed beyond repair. And nothing else of note. Let's go into the laboratory. We've already done the projector, so that's not important. That's not what we're looking for. Alright. Is there anything in this hallway to deal with? There's a door that we didn't open. What does this say? This door's lock has been battered by someone desperate to open it. The door is sealed shut. Okay. Let's go see if there's anything in this room. There's the projector, of course. There's that giant pool of things. Nothing else of value? This looks like a hidden wall. Look at, there's a hole through the wall there. Although I don't actually think that's anything of note. Just, it's interesting. Okay. Into this large room. There were some enemies in here. We killed them all.
There are many roads to success.
Nothing around here. What about in this room? There's a lot of beakers and things. You'd think that something in here would be able to be used for making some moonshine, which is apparently vital. Thought I did most of this place, but I guess I must have missed something. Nothing there, nothing here, nothing in here that's all, or at all. This, I don't believe, has any sort of brewing related stuff. Nope. Nothing in there. What about this room? We didn't really explore this room all that much. It's possible there's something in here. I guess this was just the clone room, right? Yeah.
Focus on the goal.
Anything in here? Nope, just an experiment room. Just an experiment room, nothing in there. There's also the upstairs area that we can check out too. I'm gonna grab that, because why not? Everywhere there are signs of destruction, large and small. All I want is this stupid moonshine still. Which sounds like it's dumb, and it kind of is. It's not very important, obviously. To the crusade, you would think. Device was used for experiments on demons, go figure. That's where the crystals were. I mean, the last time we were in here, our thing that we needed was in this room, which I believe was the lich thing. I highly doubt that we're gonna need the lich thing here. Although maybe we do need this. A vessel resembling an outlandish jug seems to have been hewn from a huge block of solid crystal. Veins of bright purple running through the crystal pulse with light. A crimson droplet falls on it, triggering a vibration deep inside. You look down and see a scarlet stain blooming on your chest. Your wound is reopened in the blink of an eye. This object provokes a maelstrom of emotions within you. Aching nostalgia, the agony of loss, bitterness, disdain, and wicked mischief. It seems it was very valuable a long time ago, but now it's simply a piece of glass with an overwrought design. You feel an irrational desire to find a new purpose for it, a purpose that will make its creator turn black with spite. Sorry. My dog is being annoying today. The transparent drop falls into the vessel, and the smell of alcohol stings your nostrils. Looking down at your chest, in shock, you realize your wound is opened and is seeping moonshine? Pure as a maiden's teardrop, and with a kick, like a bad-tempered mule, happiness fills your heart. In you, the gods have sent a magnificent gift to Galarian, a wellspring of liquid courage and cheer. Let's, Knowledge Arcana this. Really, we failed it? We needed a 4. Come on, game. Alright, I'm gonna get back to where we were, and then we'll finish this up. Hang tight. Alrighty, I figured out where it was. It was a little vessel on this table. It's where the Lich phylactery was. Right by Targana's room there in the Arushale's laboratory. A vessel resembling an outlandish jug seems to have been hewn from a huge block of solid crystal. Veins of bright purple running through the crystal pulse with light. A crimson droplet falls onto it, triggering a vibration deep inside. You look down and see a scarlet stain blooming on your chest. Your wound is reopened in the blink of an eye. This object provokes a maelstrom of emotions within you. Aching nostalgia, the agony of loss, bitterness, disdain, and wicked mischief. It seems it was very valuable a long time ago. but now it is simply a piece of glass with an overwrought design. You feel an irrational desire to find a new purpose for it, a purpose that will make its creator turn black with spite. A transparent drop falls into the vessel, and the smell of alcohol stings your nostrils. Looking down at your chest, in shock you realize your wound has opened and is seeping moonshine? Pure as a maiden's teardrop, and with a kick like a bad-tempered mule. Happiness fills your heart. In you, the gods have sent a magnificent gift to Galarian, a wellspring of liquid courage and cheer. Knowledge Arcana check. Presumably the object before you is a magical repository for a soul, similar to those used in various evil spells. However, this artifact is different to the ones you've seen before. You cannot identify its properties. One thing you can say for sure, it's currently empty. Here it is, the cauldron for brewing witch's moonshine. We can replace one with this. You touch the vessel and your power rushes forth, suffusing it with needed properties. The crystal glows brighter, and even the malevolent violet veins seem to shift to a delicate pink hue. 240 experience. Alright, let's go out of here. Let's go back to Thaberdine, finish this up, and then we'll do the Ivory Labyrinth next time, I guess. It's a bit of a journey out of here, unfortunately.
There are many roads.
At least we got a little bit of experience for that, I guess. Why are people honking so much today? Vancouver, you need to calm the hell down. There's way too much honking. I'm gonna take all that armor with me to sell. Alright, off we go. Dresden. Into here, enter, Half Measure Tavern, drop this thing off. Then what we're going to do is we are going to sell some things between videos, including a bunch of the magical items we've been saving for no particular reason. And then, at long last, we'll go to the Ivory Labyrinth next video, deal with all that stuff, get level 13, almost assuredly. The golden crown looks strange perched above Thaberdine's bloated, unshaven face, but he doesn't seem to care. He takes swigs from his mug and sings a song. A raucous choir of his attendants sings along, and a chubby pig sits at his feet oinking in time to the tune. Oh, it's me and my pickaxe and the mine all day long. Oh, Commander, nice of you to stop by. Sit down and have a drink with us. My treat. How are you? Are you going to liberate the City of Eyes soon? I visited the famous Moonshiner set, but look what I found there. Wasn't there any booze you could have brought back? No? Well, it's alright. Magical bottle's not too bad. We know how to work with our hands, thanks to the gods, and just you watch, we'll learn how to make the miracle liquor. Thaberdine wipes away a sudden tear from his eye. You're my best subject, you do everything I tell you to. I love you like my own son, so if you need my kingly help, just ask. The drunkard hiccups loudly, overcome with emotion. I mean, it was worth a bunch of experience at the very least. Now we're only about 7,300 experience away from a level. Getting closer. Nice. I am super excited for that to happen. Alright, I'm going to leave you guys here though. In the next video, I know it's a bit early, but in the next video we'll deal with the Ivory Labyrinth. We'll get all the way down there, go punch our way through that, and then we'll do Blackwater at some point. Yeah, it'll be good. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Others will see you next time. Take care. Alright, I was previously going to end the video a little bit earlier, but we actually ran into Sila in here when I came to go grab magical items to sell, but Sila seems to be in a good mood. She smiles at you, then scratches the back of her head, as if suddenly realizing something. I probably shouldn't have come to you officially, like to an audience, but this is the only way to catch you these days. I wanted to ask, would you like to go shopping with me? It's probably not right to distract the Knight Commander with such trifles, but I thought I should drag you out for a walk. We haven't enjoyed a moment's peace since we met. We've either been saving Canabris or marching on Dresden. Besides, I desperately need advice. I'm going to buy a present, and I know nothing about fancy jewelry. For whom? For Alan and his bride. After that story at the camp when Curl stole the ring from us and summoned the demons, Alan and I both overreacted and I said some things I shouldn't have. He apologized to me, but I really haven't apologized to him. I want to buy a ring to replace the one that was stolen, and there's a new jewelry shop in Dresden, and it's owned by Sunhammer, the same jeweler who made the first ring. Great idea, let's go. Great, well, I'll meet you at the jewelry shop. It's in the east of this city. Okay, so we don't actually have to go do shopping in this one yet. But I thought you guys would want to know we picked up that quest. Now I'll leave you guys here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.